the church, may he make you perfect or complete in every good work to do his will. Giving you all the information and all of the needs that you have be met so that you can continue faithfully. And he says, I beseech you, brethren, suffer the word of exhortation that I have written a letter unto you, for I have written a letter unto you in few words. Suffer the word of exhortation here. What is he saying here about exhortation? What is an exhortation? Oh, you guys should have been at Lorraine. Lectures at Lorraine this year centered around that word exhortation. What does it mean? To exhort, to build up, lift up, encourage. Okay, encouragement is a good one. The idea of this is it's language or speech that's intended to encourage and to also motivate. To motivate. He said this letter is a letter of exhortation in just a few words. So he tells them, he pleads with them. He says, I beseech you, or I plead with you, brethren, to receive, to suffer, or allow this word of exhortation. Dehoff says the letter's a bit argumentative, but it's also an exhortation to be faithful to Christ. Yes, it is argumentative. The writer of the book of Hebrews is being argumentative. He's making a case. He's making a case of how things need to be. They have been falling short in some areas, and yes, he is pointing those areas out to them, but he begs them, beseeches them to receive the exhortation, to be motivated to do the right thing. Okay? Which also I think explains why it doesn't begin as the other epistles of Paul do begin. All of the other epistles, if Paul is indeed the writer of Hebrews, which I kind of lean toward, every other epistle of Paul begins by introducing the epistle as an epistle of Paul. Paul, an apostle of Jesus Christ. You know, he usually opens every one of his letters this way. Why would he not open a letter to the Hebrews this way? Any good reason for that? Big reason. Big reason. A lot of the Jews were talking, and Jewish Christians as well, were talking about Paul as being a traitor. You know, don't listen to him. He's no good. You know, that type of teaching. That wasn't the case. But I can understand why Paul wouldn't have opened this letter with that kind of salutation as he had in so many other examples. All right. Now, he wrote this letter in a few words. There's a lot more that needs to be said. And he's hoping to be released, and so that he might be able to talk with them further and encourage them even more, exhort them even further. But he begs them and beseeches them that they receive this word of exhortation. You know, it's just encouraging. There are some argumenting points here that he makes that might be difficult for them to receive. All right, but he still says that they should receive this. Hopefully, he'll be released to them shortly. We've got about 3 verses to continue, and that's going to take some time. So hopefully we can get these covered on Wednesday evening and maybe get into the introduction to the book of James as well this Wednesday night.